evening, everyone, and welcome to the stadium for the game. We're almost ready, so over to Trevor.
Thanks, Peter. Interesting to see the team lineups for this one. There was some speculation over the starting 11s. Anyway, let's get started.
It's the first leg of the first round of the tournament stage. Just listen to the supporters here. Both sets of fans in full voice. I'm sure we're in for an entertaining match here.
Well, it's into the right area. Great vision.
They have another chance. They're moving well down the right-hand side. It's in! Finally open the score. And then... So long the game had 0-0 written all over it. That goal has pulled it to life. Not a moment too soon.
The keeper didn't stand a chance with that one. This is how the goalkeeper lost his clean sheet.
There's the whistle, that's it! So they take a victory into the second leg. Good evening and welcome to tonight's match. Everyone is getting ready out on the pitch, and getting ready next to me is Trevor Brooking. Trevor.
Thanks and good evening, Peter. Delighted to be here this evening.
It's the first leg of the tournament first round. The players will be wanting to gain the upper hand here, so will most definitely be looking for a win. But which team can draw first blood? Well down the right-hand side.
It's a good cross.
Saviola! Oh, it's in! Oh! They're level. They hit the crossbar and went in.
This is going to be a tight contest now. Neither team will want to take any risks, but they know they have to press for another goal. There was nothing the keeper could have done about it, even if it hadn't hit the bar. And this shows us how the goal can...
It's been cleared. Biarandelli. The referee ends the game here. A draw away from home sets it up nicely for the return game. Good evening, I'm Peter Brackley and Trevor Brooking is putting on his headphones next to me here. Trevor.
Good evening, Peter, and thanks. This game has stood out in my diary all season. I can't wait for the kickoff.
It's the first leg of the tournament first round, and both sets of fans have gathered here to provide their teams with some strong backing. Hopefully the players can respond in the right fashion. Shevchenko! Oh! They've broken the deadlock. He tucked it away superbly into the right-hand corner. They have a huge following here at the stadium today. Let's listen to the noise they're making too.
The defenders just couldn't get close enough to him, could they?
Well, the movement and the anticipation was so good, and that's always difficult to defend against. They have another go. Yes, it's in, number two! That doubles their advantage. It's his second of the game. So with the lead extended, let's see if some complacency might just creep into the side.
Just underline the quality of their attack.
To the ball, good attacking position too. Kalashek. Just one goal behind. That really was a super shot into the left corner. Well, it's anyone's guess where this game is headed. That was such a good shot, wasn't it, Trevor?
That was a gem, Peter.
What will he do here? Took it so well. But now 2 goals on. 5 minutes from half-time. It's a hat-trick.
He's going to remember today for a long, long time. He's been head and shoulders above anyone else on the pitch.
Well, that goal has disappointed a very large number of fans here today.
He looks so confident, and there's nothing the defence can do to stop him.
There's the final whistle. They've done the hard part and picked up an away win. That should put them in pole position. Welcome everyone, and especially Trevor Brooking, who's with me tonight. So just before we start, a few words, Trevor.
Hello, Peter. Good evening to everyone watching this one. Some top-class football, absolutely guaranteed, I think. Let's get cracking.
Hold on to your seatbelts, as this promises to be a great match between two marvellous sides. Players from both teams are sure to rise to the challenge and hopefully entertain us with some great football.
Chance to whip it in.
Peru! Amazing goal! They score the first goal. 10 minutes played in the second half. It's a powerful header. The stalemate's over and we have a game on our hands. Okay, we'll wait. It was worth it. How did you see that finish, Phil?
Well, he was in the right place. A smashing headed goal.
Vieri. Can he find the space?
Well, he didn't catch it, but he did make it safe by punching it out of play. If they could score here, the game will be all square.
What about this ball in? They're defending well, very well indeed. The ref ends the game, and a huge roar from the crowd. To pick up a win like that away from home just goes to...
Good evening and welcome to tonight's game. I have with me here Trevor Brooking to give us his thoughts. Trevor.
Thanks and good evening, Peter. Delighted to be here this evening.
Although they won the first leg, their manager's idea may be to come out here and finish off the opposition, and in style too. Sailing across the face of goal. A brilliant finish. They're 1-up in the opening minutes of the game. That's outrageous.
This is going to be a tight contest now. Neither team will want to take any risks, but they know they have to press for another goal.
They got a goal almost straight from the kick-off, Trevor.
Yes, they look confident today.
For the defence from the left. Raul! Superbly done. They still have the momentum.
That really was a super shot into the left corner. Well, the fans will be glad they turned out in numbers for this one.
Where did he come from to get to that, Trevor?
Well, he got away from his marker before meeting the ball. It was really impressive.
Ball. Van Nistelrooy. Goal! Just before the break. A great effort.
Of the goal, Trevor.
Full marks in the finish, but for me it was the pass which split the defence and stood out.
So, looking at the aggregate score, they need another goal to make it through to the next round. He makes sure of it this time. Oh, what a goal! The odds are back in their favour. The second half has barely kicked off. He was alive for the chance of a rebound and took full advantage in a ruthless fashion.
Well, it's been a high turnout, but most of the crowd not happy about that goal. What do you make of that, Trevor? Could the keeper perhaps done better with the initial save?
Well, there's always the risk if you don't hold on to it or tip it behind. Plenty of options for a cross.
Goals! Tries again.
Giggs.
The referee's whistle goes and that's it. They are through to the next round.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the stadium for the game. We're almost ready, so over to Trevor.
Good evening, Peter, and to everyone tuned into this broadcast. It's great to be up here in the commentary box, and I can't wait for it to get going.
In name, it's only an exhibition match, but I don't think the players will be in that mindset. I'm sure they'll be going out for the win here today. Target in the middle. Oh, it's in! Oh! It's the opener. It's a remarkable header. within.
Breaking out of defence well here.
Inside the box now. There's the whistle. They've made it through the first round.
Good evening. The fans are in full voice tonight as the players come out onto the pitch. In position next to me is Trevor Brooking.
Thanks and good evening, Peter. You know, I wish I was out there playing tonight. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get on with it.
That loss in the first leg has really done them no favours. They come into this second leg with their backs against the wall and needing nothing less than a win here, and in convincing manner.
Potential.
It's an amazing goal. They score the first goal. Struck in with his right foot.
I thought it was that goal they proved to be.
It was such a good shot, wasn't it, Terry?
A superb shot indeed. Here's how the goal came about. Let's hope it's not working.
Here comes the shot. Goal! With now 2 goals on. Great goal from the forward. It was a superb ball in behind the defence.
Yes, it's always hard to defend against a team that can play that kind of football.
They've added another. What do you make of that one, Trevor?
I think that's boosted their confidence knowing, Peter.
Here's Shevchenko. That's a threatening through ball. What a finish!
He tucked it away superbly into the right-hand corner.
That was a nice move leading up to the goal, Trevor.
Yes, it was off the ball and then a foul.
Trevor, what did you make of that goal?
Peter, there's never a bad time to score. They'll be looking for another.
And Pirlo. Gattuso. Pirlo. Can he find his man? There's the final whistle. They are through to the next round.
So it's now time for us to leave tonight's coverage. My thanks go to Trevor. Good evening. Tonight's match is just about to get underway. Trevor Brooking will be watching it with me.
Thanks, Peter. I'm really anticipating this one. Let's hope it lives up to all those expectations. Here we go.
The loss in the first leg has placed them in a position where they have no choice but to throw all caution to the wind and hope they have their goal-scoring boots on today. Hits it again. Put it in! They finally break the deadlock. Finally, they have hit the opener.
So the game will really open up now they've scored, surely, because I can't see them just sitting
form, they really are irresistible. This is how the goalkeeper lost his clean sheet.
Here's Albelda. It's easily picked up. There's the whistle. They've made it through the first round. Would you say the game went to plan, Trevor?
More or less.
Good afternoon, I'm Peter Brackley, and sharing his insight with us all is Trevor Brooking. Trevor.
Good afternoon, Peter. I can't wait to get going. I'm hoping we're in for some top-class football today.
There's no shortage of passion here in this semi-final first leg, as both teams seek to gain the upper hand with a win here. This could prove to be a fast and ferocious affair. Breaking through. No goals here, and in truth, it's looking set to stay that way, with half-time fast approaching. There's the opener. Just before half-time. Great goal from the forward.
The team have really attracted their fans here today, and they have been rewarded.
There really was no stopping that.
Riquelme. The team have a goal. They're back on level terms with an equalising goal. Just after the break. Everyone knew he was going to do it, and he has done it superbly.
Well, as the saying goes, there's all to play for now.
What do you make of the goal, Trevor?
Full marks to the finish, but for me it was the pass which split the defence and stood out.
Is it? Shooting chance here.
The keeper's got it.
And Roberto Carlos. A huge roar from the crowd as the referee blows the final whistle. So a victory of any kind in the second.
Trevor Brooking is with me, Peter Brackley, for this afternoon's match. The players and officials are getting ready, so a few words, Trevor.
Good afternoon to you, Peter. And there's been much talk about today's game before it's even started. Let's see how it plays out.
It's the first leg of the semi-final between these two sides, and just listen to the fans. They really are creating an incredible atmosphere here. Needs to test the keeper here. Amazing goal! That's their first of the match. It's still early in the game. Off the crossbar and in.
Well, it's been a high turnout. Most of the crowd not happy about
in, Trevor?
Yes, they look confident today. But just sitting back is not their nature. They will keep pushing forward and try and win the game early.
Imar. He scored! Two. They stretch their lead to 2 goals. He's done it again. At 1-0, the game was still wide open, but at 2-0, you begin to feel this might be a winning lead. That was a magnificent ball in, Trevor.
Yes, but it wasn't just the cross. The header also matched it perfectly.
They can swing it in from the left wing. The referee's whistle ends the game. It's always harder to win away from home, but they've done it.
Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Peter Brackley. With me today is my colleague Trevor Brooking to give us the match analysis.
Good afternoon, Peter. The atmosphere outside the stadium when I arrived was absolutely electric, so let's get on with it.
The supporters from both sides have set the scene here for another great football match. I'm sure the players have enough passion in them to respond and provide a spectacle. Raul! There's the opener. He tucked it away superbly into the right-hand corner. It was such a good shot, wasn't it, Trevor?
That was a gem, Peter.
They've scored the opener, Trevor.
They couldn't have asked for a better start. They might have taken the lead, but this is always a dangerous time. They have to keep their wits about them.
Still on the ball here.
Motta.
And Koku. Can they keep it going? Can surely put it away.
And that shot comes off the keeper's gloves and out of play. It's a corner.
Into the face of goal. It's all square. 5 minutes from half-time. He knocks it in from the corner.
So it'll be interesting to see if they can build on the momentum from it and get another. That just underlined the quality of their attack.
They are into the final.
So welcome to this afternoon's game. And as the players make their way out onto the pitch, let me bring in Trevor Brooking to say a few words. Trevor.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Peter. There we are, sat in the best seats in the house. Can't wait.
Just one step away from the final, they come into this fixture off a win in the first leg. The atmosphere in the stadium is sizzling, but will the players be able to handle the pressure here and earn that ticket to the final? Bite of the cherry. Easy goal. That puts them in front. His sharp instincts paid off for that goal.
Did you see the manager on the bench then celebrating like he won the lottery when that went in? It's a matter of how much winning this game means to him.
Could the keeper have done better there, Jim? Oh, I think he'd be disappointed having kept the first shot out.
Guess where this game is headed.
When they're in this kind of form, they really are irresistible.
They are back. He continues his run down the right. Brings it under control.
Nice idea.
Into the penalty area. Goal!
Extended. Let's see if some complacency might just creep into the side.
That was incredible, Trevor.
Yes, both sides are giving 110%. This has been an impressive contest.
They've conceded the goal at the worst time imaginable, Trevor.
Yes, that was a deadly blow. They need to score quickly to pull themselves back into it.
Good OUTRAS.
There's the whistle. They're now through to the final.
Good evening and welcome. I'm Peter Brackley and with me is Trevor Brooking. So the match, Trevor, about to get underway.
Good evening, Peter, and thanks. This game has stood out in my diary all season. I can't wait for the kickoff.
Both sides are all set for this final match, and let me tell you there's certainly no lack of passion being generated by the fans, and I'm positive too that we are in for a match full of tenacity, aggression, goals hopefully, maybe some cards, but definitely excitement. again. Superb header. Well, they got the opener, Trevor.
Yes, they're buzzing right from the off. It's too early to decide the game, and there's plenty of time for the opposition to turn it round.
Zidane. Yes. They've stretched their lead. 10 minutes from the end of the first half. A super right-footed finish. It could be the turning point in this game. Got the goal they wanted. They will take the credit for it. It's a wonderful run and finish,
It's absolutely breathtaking. If there's one thing defenders don't like, it's players running them.
Gets it. Goal! That brings them back into the game. That's outrageous.
Vital is what that goal may prove to be.
It was such a good shot, wasn't it, Trevor?
That was a gem, Peter.
Important interception there. Needs to test the keeper here. Oh, what a goal! They extend their lead. In first half injury time. That was his second goal of the game.
You know, I wouldn't rule out a hat-trick the way he's shaping up. A great strike. It doesn't get much better than that.
They've added another. What do you think of that one, Trevor? It's boost support. In the penalty area. And the shot comes in. Oh, it's in! What a goal! They've closed the gap to just a single goal. The game is beginning to open up again.
They've closed the gap then. Great goal there, Trevor. A superb run and finish.
He's easily beaten a couple of defenders and picked his spot to finish well. Excellent. Plenty of options for a cross.
It's the last chance to get one back here with a good cross.
And the ball ends up in the keeper's gloves.
Raul Bravo.
The referee's whistle goes, and that's it. They've done it. A result that means they are well-deserved cup champions. It was a long and arduous campaign, but I'm sure the players are absolutely delighted. Maybe they're not as much as their fans, who will be celebrating long into the night, I'm sure. They pick up the title. You remember this day forever, wherever you are today. They are the champions.
It's always good to see such a hard-fought match.